each other with the new ball. This is a good push from Santosh Karki. Firm the Rhino from last game.
This time it's driven with more conviction, and it does find the boundary rope. Excellent looking.
Yeah, Karki is opening in the first game. He didn't bat in the previous game at all. It was Deepak Bohra and Luke Benkenstein who opened the batting. They've got a new pair this time. And lovely shot. Pitched up, floated, little bit of swing, but he went through the shot. Lovely looking cover drive.
Smart cricket this. Picked up a boundary, worked into the leg side, get off the strike.
Yeah, good batting. You seem to be very influential in this league, Munali. Barrage of Canadians attacking the Nepal Premier League. One more today, Dilpreet Bajwa. Can't believe it.
You cannot say it like that. I've got zero influence in the players department.
The little bird tells me otherwise.
I would be wrong if I said that I'm not happy to see the Canadians, and all of the Canadians who are here are deserving of a spot here. They're one of the best that we have.
Yeah, we saw Harsh Thakur changing the game. What a terrific performance from him. 5 for 23. He was brought in late into the attack, but he's responded so well. Bowling that last over, never easy.
Yeah, it was a really good chat as well that he had with HD and Mikhail. The reason that chat really stood out to me was he's one of the youngsters who's come through the Canadian system, but he speaks very well and very maturely. He understands the game and he understands his game.
Do you have a system?
We do have a system. We do have a pathway for the players. We've got a great junior program, in fact. As that is a swing and a miss. It's going to be the end of the second. 12 for none. 12 runs on the board, going at 6. And that's a faint bottom edge. And just going back to your question about the system, so in Canada, we've got a great junior program. We've got the under-11s, the under-13s. We work all the way up to the under-16s. The place that we sort of fall apart is the fact that we don't have an under-23 program. We did in the past, and what often happens is once you're done that under-16 mark, there isn't enough of a bridge between that and the seniors. So players who are great will filter into the seniors. The players who still aren't there don't quite have that bridge that you necessarily need.
It's a very good point you make. And how far are these associate nations from having a first-class system? I know Ireland does have a first-class system. Scotland, I'm not so sure because a lot of the players play county cricket in England. But can Canada have a first-class system? Is there enough infrastructure? Is there enough, what do you say, money?
Yeah, it all comes down to money, unfortunately, doesn't it? For the associates, it comes down to money, and we don't have enough of it. It hampers infrastructure, it hampers growth. Nepal, very similar to us. They're also an associate, and the funding that comes in is also not enough to put in some of the programs and the infrastructure they want in place. However, Nepal's done some great things. Nepal Premier League, one of those great initiatives. All the talent hunts that they have, another great initiative.
Yeah, the under-19 system is so good for Nepal. Beating Afghanistan. Shot, just didn't carry. So Ezekiel is on the front foot. When you play the pull shot, you've got to rock back and then extend your arms. He's working up good pace here, Kugeline. Testing the technique of Ezekiel, who hasn't got much footwork so far. Terrific striker of the ball. Didn't go back. If he'd gone slightly rocked back, he'd have got a tad more time to have played that shot.
I mean, we talk about the growth of the game, and we forget oftentimes that it's not about your top tier, it's about that bottom base. There's some pace. Scott Kugeline is generating some real pace out in the middle.
A terrific bowler, Scott Kugeline. He's got bounce as well on this occasion. Swing and a miss for Ezekiel. Nowhere near it, Ezekiel. He has to be a test for his technique. Good lengths. Pushing the batter back, testing him out with the bounce. Yeah, this is a good spell here from Kugeline. 13 for naught with the last ball of the third over.
Does manage to get this one away. A bit too much width on offer, and it's slapped away for a boundary. 3 gone. The Rhinos 17 for none. Santosh Karki, 9 off 6. McCullum for his second. Calls for catch it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Tries to go over the bowler's head, checks the shot, doesn't have the distance, and McMullen strikes.
I've seen McMullen getting this sort of wicket quite often. He got Rohit Paudel in a similar fashion yesterday. That length that he bowls, and the height from which he releases, makes the shot really hard. It's not something you can do to McMullen, just stand and hit over the top. The wicket's doing a bit as well. Terrific bowling from McMullen. Santosh Karki has gone for 9. Got the opportunity to get in the top of the order. Hasn't made full use of it. Unfortunately, the Rhinos 17 for 1.
He is also short on runs. The Chitwan Rhinos, this is sort of their weakness area, we can say. A top order, just not giving them enough runs to start. And the reliance on that middle order continues to be the trend. Great delivery from McMullen. Not the greatest of execution from Karki as he's back in the pavilion.
It's that length that he bowls, isn't it, McMullen? And the release point so high. Just maybe stops a bit on the batter, gets that a bit of extra bounce. Not easy shot to play. Just hold out to mid-off, Santosh Karki. Vipin Rawal.
That's going to be wide, and the keeper does very well.
Abhinav Bhandari does really well. For 7, there's a Dhoni there. But good hands. Had to go a long way down the leg side, did Bhandari. Done well to get a glove on it. Brings Hassan Ezekiel.
Better looking stroke. Just unfortunate he couldn't quite pierce the gap. Got in the right position this time.
Much happier facing McMullen. Stood tall, punched it. Terrific piece of work there by the fielder. That's good commitment from the Yellows, and that's why they're top of the table.
Oh, this might be tight. This might be tight. We'll have to see how tight it would have been with a direct hit. Off the mark.
A first piece of action for the Canadian, Harpreet Bajwa. Pick up. In the spotlight straight away, Bajwa. Had to hit the stump. And if he had, probably would have just made it.
Worked into the leg side this time. They pick up another 2 runs. The line's been a bit all over the place the last few deliveries from McMullen.
Good over. 6 runs coming off it. In a good battle this between bat and ball. McMullen has been very good in this tournament.
Again, strained down leg, and it does get punished. Helping himself to another boundary here, Ezekiel. It's going to be the end of the 4th. The Rhinos 27 for 1. It's going to be Avinash Buhara. Best of 3 for 17.
It's quite rare to see him bowl in power play. He usually comes on after the 10th over.
Maybe just going down leg. Had a big shout on that one.
Definitely going down leg. Not maybe. Definitely. From the release, look how wide he is. From the crease, his release. From there to hit the stumps, it's quite difficult. The angle's definitely taking it down the leg side. Very round armish action. So from that release point, if you've got to be able to hit the stump, it's quite tough. Either you get the impact outside off, that was McMullen's last ball, Helped it on its way. Make the left-hand, right-hand combination, making it difficult for McMullen. Straight in line quite too often in that over. And he's paid the price.
Wrapping the pads again. And this time I get through for a leg by. And start to this over.
What he's done well is cramped Raval for space. No room to swing his arms. And that's one of the reasons bowlers go round the wicket to the left-hander. Ezekiel is off to a good start. He's got to make this count, this innings. He's a very good young player.